Good morning all, CamelbackTrading.org coming to you this Wednesday morning, June 14th. And we are looking at Window Trader's market profile of the ES and the SPY. So a couple of focal points we always talk about that I think are important as the day starts. We do have the Fed today at 2 p.m. That doesn't mean we can't trade prior. Couple of very important points. First off, right now, our yearly high is in the overnight again. Okay, we saw that a lot when the market was making all-time highs. A lot of times we'd make a high in the day, and then the overnight would make a new all-time high. Now, these are certainly not all-time highs, but they're yearly highs. So definitely things not to be ignored. Another thing is SPY had another one of their little spit outs right below yesterday's low and filling the gap all the way down at 433.66. It's definitely something I like to keep an eye on because it just seems a lot of times we go and migrate to those areas at some point. So definitely something to keep an eye on. NQ, remember, put in their yearly high, yesterday's overnight high. And then this morning, look at this. They didn't get it, but close to yesterday's overnight high. That's one you definitely carry forward. Righty, on the other hand, had a perfect point of control. Now I'm in 4s or 3s. Look at this wide POC overnight, right near their perfect POC from yesterday. Very interesting. And they've been pushing up a little bit above yesterday's high. Now, as far as the game plan for this morning, again, this market should and will be tradable up into 2 o'clock. Once 2 o'clock comes, that's a coin flip. If you're a trader, you don't want a coin flip. That's how I see it. And then more importantly, at 2:30 when he starts his press conference, every word they're hinging on sends the algos into a frenzy. So again, unless you're taking some real visual levels, probably either pretty good away from whatever the high and low is of the day, I would just watch it because, again, I don't like coin flip trades. But for this morning, there's a lot we can do. First and foremost, is a trade that has worked a lot is if we ought to push up, depending on where the overnight high is, to short against the overnight high the first time. Yes, it would be with higher value, but the market in ES and SPY love to front run those things. So that would be a visual short. If we're to gap higher in the next 75 minutes, again, gaps, even though yesterday's gap held, it depends on the size of the gap. If it's not large, I'd be looking for it to fill. And then, if we had already gotten the overnight high, I would look for a long against the higher value. Okay, that would mean that we would have the overnight high possibly and higher value. So if the gap fills, I don't mind taking a long the first time and use value high from yesterday as you're out. It's about 4 points worth of heat. If in the next 75 minutes we open up firmly inside the day's range, again, you can take a long against the overnight low because they like front running it. Below that, I would be out. K was an afternoon pullback. So the bulls would like to defend yesterday's low and keep the daily up. The bears would certainly like to take it out and put us back into balance. Again, all early plays where you would be getting up to the second, trade ideas, and more importantly, not trade ideas, your setups is what's important. What's important is where I try to, in advance, give you what the market's attempting to do on both sides of the market and who is in control. And then just quickly on the chart, I'll show you the daily. So there it is, right? We went bull, balance, back to bull, with the gap being my main focus. Good luck trading today. Thanks for the likes and subscribing, and we'll recap at 4 p.m.